windows once you go down. You must be crazy if you think that I'ma slow down. Don't wanna hear it talking shit, fuck the drama. Keep it coming, I'ma send you to your mama. Mr. Whip, whip, whip.
Okay guys, here's where we're at on this. I taped off where the over fender was sitting, and then I'm grinding the paint down about an inch. I did about 2 inches on the front, and I don't think I need it that much because where I'm putting the bead is right through. What I do is start here, and I'll do it on the back of the fender, right here and go down, and you can see that from my hand. Right here and go down, right here and go down. Luckily, I thought a problem might be getting the screws out of the front after doing that, and you know what? I didn't have a problem. I had one or two get stuck, and I had to do it with the screwdriver and push it up with a pair of needle nose at the same time. But I got it out, no problem. I was worried about gluing the screws in there because when you put this glue on here, you got to put the screws back on. That way it holds it down. So that's where I'm at on that. I've already taken the other side off and taped it up where the top of the fender sits and took it off. And I'm going to grind it, about an inch of it down to metal, and do it right. See, because where your glue is going to go is where these screws go, right here. I put a bead about right here. And if it comes up here, no big deal. This stuff is sandable, guys. You can sand it, you can put the Bondo glass over it. I actually went around the front and did a bead around it because it really sealed it up really tight for me, and I like that. So I think that's going to work pretty good. So besides that, when I'm taking these over fenders off, I'm sanding the back of them, okay? I want them to be as flat as I can get them. You want the back of this to be as flat as you can be. And this broke while I was doing it, but who cares? Because I'm getting ready to put glue over that, so I don't care. If I need another screw there, I'll just make another screw hole in the car. So what I do is put the glue and then line these bolts up, put one in the middle, and then start at one end. Start at the other end. See how flat, if you can see this at all in the video, this is really, really flat, which is great. So I got to sand the back of the other one down really good. There was some old glue and some old double-sided tape back here. See how flat this is? This is what you want. The flatter this is, the easier it's going to be when you start molding this in. You're going to put the Bondo glass on it and sand it until this is really, really close to the body of this car. This car will be a mess for a minute, as are all my projects. When I start working on them, they have to sit for a minute before I get them painted. So this car is going to be a mess for a minute, unfortunately. But it's starting to look good, guys. This is really going to be badass. And besides the wide body, I've also got the front splitter for this, which I think I'm going to find out. I'm trying to find out from Show Me Tint here in Springfield how much it is to wrap it with carbon fiber. Because I've got these carbon fiber and this is carbon fiber. I'm going to do some carbon fiber on the side skirts. I haven't told you guys about that. And I want to do some on the wing or have the whole wing wrapped. Or get another one. The carbon fiber duckbill wing, the same one as this, is like $240, which isn't bad for the carbon fiber one. So depends on how much they want to wrap stuff. I may have them wrap it. So this isn't great. This got some dents in it when I was pulling these two metals together, but it's sealed and I don't care what it looks like because that's not my fender anymore. This is. Alright guys, I'm going to get back to work on this before I have a heat stroke outside, so we'll keep watching and I'll make some more videos as I get some more progress on this, guys. Bye. Okay guys, let me just show you real quick what I got going on here. Got this grinded down to metal. Gonna clean that up with some wax and grease remover and then some acetone, both. The biggest dilemma, and I don't give a shit what this looks like, this is underneath my new fender, so who cares? But the biggest problem I'm going to have is the gas tank. So I've wrapped that with the little carbon fiber vinyl. It's not perfect, but right here is where I kind of have some room to mold it in, but over here I do not. So either I cut that back more on the actual fender, or I just glue it right here. I think I'm just going to glue it right here. So I'm going to pre-fit it here and see where else I need to grind down the metal there, because I've got basically all you need to do is the framing of your fender. The front is never coming off again. Now, there are a lot of holes. You can see the bare metal through there. I don't know if I can get up in there after I take the wheel off and get a spray can in there. Or, I mean, after I mold it in and paint it again, it'll be fine. It's all going to be painted blue. And I'm going to even these out here later. But that will never come off again. That is panel bonded to the car. Okay. The only way you take that off is you take your whole fender off. It will come off with the fender. And then I'm gonna work on those. But what I'm doing right now is the side with the gas tank. I'm sanding it down. So let me show you guys essentially what's working for me is flattening this out. Do you see this little ridge? Your body kit is gonna have a ridge here. If you can sand that till it's like this, flat, that will lay so flat up against the car. Now these, you can sand down a little flatter, but don't sand too much. See how they kind of stick up? You want to sand them down. Just some 80 grit DA is what I'm doing. I'm still got the rest of this to do. And then this, I think I'm going to take my Dremel, and I've got me a little rock here. And I'm going to try to even this out a little better. I'm going to mold it in anyway, so who cares what it looks like. I'm also going to sand. That will never be flat. That's curvy. That's all that is. This I can try to sand a little flatter around here, so maybe the gas tank will lay down a little flatter, and just put some of my panel bond all the way around here. And it should be okay. I can't mold it down here, like I said. I'll show you again. Unless I cut it. I would have to cut the gas tank part back this way on the fender itself, and I don't want to. I think just gluing it down, it'll be fine. This is the part that needs to be molded into the body. The problem, another problem with these fenders is they're real close to the door, like real close to the door. I'll probably work with the doors open. I don't think I can take the doors off. I don't really want to. I will be taking these off, the headlights off, and the tail lights off when I mold this in, which should be my vacation next week. Next week I have 6-day vacation. I will be out here working on this body kit, trying to get it as close to done as possible. I don't think I'll get it painted, but I'll at least get it molded in and primered. So I'll be driving around with this primered for a second, which might look pretty crappy, but that's how they start out. They start out as projects, and you drive them around like that, and you finish them. So I'm going to get back to sanding this, listening to some Ozzy Osbourne. By the way, if you're an Ozzy fan, rest in peace, Ozzy. We love you. We'll miss you. My dad, Denny, was a huge Ozzy fan, guys. So Ozzy Osbourne dying has brought me some PTSD. And I'm listening to it a lot. So I'm going to get back to Crazy Train, which is what I was listening to. I'll show you this one real quick. This is the one I sanded. See how flat? This is pretty flat. Got that ridge that comes on that body kit. There's a little bit of one right there. See it? You want to sand that as flat as you can. So I'm going to work on these fenders till I get them pretty flat. Then we're going to take our panel bond, and that is 0811 3M panel bonding adhesive. This is badass stuff. Now, if you go into O'Reilly's, you're going to pay 80 to 120 bucks for this big tube. Get on eBay. You can get this and the gun for like 50 bucks. I'm not kidding. I'm going to get back to sanding this and keep watching the JDM chick as I get this wide body BRZ put together.